Fifth one today. Same gunshot wounds. This is the same type of star found on the other 4 bodies. The victim, Hannah Limerick, was a highly ranked astrophysicist. Suspects are Jean Gray, who was a lower ranked in the same company. Kirsten O'Reilly partners with Jean. And the third suspect is James Limerick, her younger brother, whom she financially cut off, and discovered the body.
How long is this going to take? I have class at 2.
You have an hour, I'll be brief. How did you find the body?
It was Christmas. I was going to visit for the holidays.
Weren't you two in a rough spot? I heard she cut you off.
Yeah, she did, but we're still family. Why do you think I killed her?
You're obviously a suspect. You found the body, she cut you off.
I didn't kill her.
Okay, so it's all coincidental. If it wasn't you, who could it have been?
Or if it was anybody, it would be Jean.
Jean Gray? Why her?
Jean and Kirsten discovered the star, and we're discussing what to name it. Hannah just burst in and said she was naming it. I don't know all what happened, but Hannah and Jean never got along.
What do you mean they never got along?
Jean would call sometimes. I never knew what they were talking about, but Hannah always ended up upset or angry.
Oh, alright. Well, thank you for your help. I hope you get to class on time.
No problem. Feel free to contact me if you need anything.
What's this all about? Where were you last night at around 8:30?
I was working late doing observations on my star. Why?
Your friend Hannah Limerick was murdered last night.
She wasn't my friend. Far from it.
I heard. Tell me about your star.
Kirsten and I discovered it. We couldn't agree on a name. She wanted to name it Ariel after her mother, but I disagreed. Hannah barged in and decided to name it Bernice. I would have rather had Ariel.
I guess I made you pretty mad.
I was furious. She had nothing to do with this discovery.
That's a pretty good motive for murder, don't you think?
Yeah, it would be if I had done it.
You and Hannah worked the same hours, right? Then why were you still working after she had already left?
You think finding a new star is easy? It comes with piles of the time-consuming work. It's one of the most difficult things you could imagine.
Honey, I contacted your office. They said you clocked out at the same time as Hannah. How does that work out if you stay after?
I used to forget to clock out a lot, but back when Hannah and I got along, she offered to punch my card with hers. I guess it became a habit because she continues to do so.
Pretty convincing story.
It's not a story, it's the truth. Check the security cameras. You'll find me working. I'm ready to go. There's nothing else to tell.
I'll look into the cameras. You're free to leave. Have a nice day, ma'am. 5 murders in one day. If we don't crack this case soon, I might just kill someone myself. Go ahead and send in the last suspect.
Is there any way I could get a glass of water? My throat's a bit dry.
Yeah. Here. Hey.
Thanks. Is this about Hannah?
Yes, it is. What's your relation with Hannah?
She was my colleague. We got along pretty well.
Is there any time that you didn't get along well?
The only time I can think of is when she named our star. She had nothing to do with the project. The only reason she got away with naming it was because she is a higher rank.
Oh? What did you want to name it?
Ariel,
Why Ariel?
after my mother.
She must have been a very remarkable woman if you were going to name a star after her.
She was.
Was? What happened?
She died when I was little.
How'd she die?
Could I get some more water?
Must be a tender subject for you.
It is. I prefer not to talk about it.
Okay, sorry. Moving on. So where were you last night at around 8:30?
I wasn't feeling well yesterday, so I went to bed early. I was asleep by 8.
Do you have anyone that could vouch for that?
Not necessarily. I live alone.
All right, Miss O'Reilly. That's all we need for now. I'll contact you later if I need any other information.
Okay. Have a nice day.
I like your necklace.
Thanks. My mother gave it to me.
December 16, 1994, the O'Reilly household went up in flames. Both parents and their eldest son died in the fire. The only survivor was 7-year-old Kirsten, whom escaped with few second-degree burns. She was found outside her home crying and grasping a small star necklace. No other items survived the fire. Kirsten was put into an orphanage until she was of age. While in school, she made superb grades, but wasn't sociable. Graduating early in both high school and college at the top of her class, she became an astrophysicist. Why didn't I see this before? It all makes sense. I should go to the office now. No, it's too late. I'll have to bring her back tomorrow. But I need more solid evidence for this to play out perfectly. You almost had me going. I almost thought it was Jean.
Pardon?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't believe I do.
On the anniversary of your mother's death, you wanted to honor her with a newly discovered star, the same way she honored you with the star necklace 17 years ago.
How is any of this relevant?
Hannah changing the name of the star was like taking your mother away from you again. And that just pushed you over the edge, didn't it?
I know what it's like to lose someone. I wouldn't put that torture on an innocent family.
Tell that to the other 4 families you ripped apart.
You have no proof.
We found your fingerprints used on the knife to kill her.
It was gunshots, though.
Exactly. Her cause of death was never released to the press, nor did I ever mention a gun.
Smarter than I thought, Detective Fox.
Why the other 4? What did they do wrong?
They're meaningless practice targets, if you will.